What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick.
Keith.
And I'm Curtis.
I know the vibes. Y'all seen the thumbnail. You want to talk about chokeholds and banging on the table. This is what they wanted. BTS, Cypher Pt.1.
From the beginning.
Let's jump into it. This was on the album. We almost damn near did an album review, basically, for Dark and fucking...
Wild.
Yeah, Wild and Dark.
Wait a minute.
Oh, turn this up. Turn this up in my headphones.
All right, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm the top of the top, still be popping and rocking, I'm stopping and blocking them like the Casio sounds on my yarn. We cruising my because I'm not freaking yarn. We have some garbage my cause every kid's my freaking son. Now, all like grande, but now I'm more than you rappers. Shot it dead or sort of funny, but then I'm a more than you hate. Trying to now bark, we ride it by, no got each top five, rap monster, rhyme that lead a ram on the iPod. So, 지금은 homework from BTS 전부 날 follow 내 가능성을 리트리트 모두에게 알려냈어 고막하고 네 몸을 채워 가리겠어 내 we can't get back in the days 나이고 방금 몰랐던 나이고 그저 아이돌 바라본 광주의 흔한 나이였던 나를 이젠 보여줄게 이 트랙 네 사이퍼에서 내 폼을 박혀 I'm more of the minors 그래 너와 난 다른 major
Oh, that wordplay of the minor and major.
내가 원하던 것을 난 지금 어디 가도 쉽장 내가 아프면 병원 가 정치 주장 내 패배를 바랬던 사람들 다 뒷목을 잡지 힙부심 파치는 게임 위체 협은 반치 난 내 필 버티면은 저격 shit 위에 bulletproof로 한다면 너겠지 어설픈 가짜들은 질려 반응하지 좀 더 열폭게 바라네 다른 맛이를 포기해야 너네 난 비트 위에서 쇼팽 난 절대 안 변해 드나지 부드나 못해 롤램퍼 나의 to the name mentor 니들이 쉽고 물어뜯어도 난 매멘토 기쁘심 물어봐 내게 느끼는 무력감질 툭심 속이라니 IP다 보일라 난 보일라 순식간에 핫해졌지 스포일러처럼 너는 난 바빠 뻔해졌지 속전없이 멈춰갔네 지지를 고쳐놨지 근본 없이 커져갔네 가요계 공존하기엔 빡세 그러니 랩은 취미로 해 말세 야 말세 질리면 노력해
Boy, what?
Yeah, that's a John. Like, it's
So
crazy.
who's your top five? Rap Monster, RM, Randa.
Yeah,
Talk your shit, RM. I love it.
I love the Cypher energy from them and shit. It always feels like somebody breakdancing behind them. He let me bars off.
Nah, it's definitely them like late 2000s
Top
beats.
rocking on the beat.
Somebody top rocking. But yeah, basically certified banger. I really wonder, like today, if they was kind of like to redo this, because I know as much as people like to keep telling us that they're rapping, it is not the same as this, at least not in my opinion. I just wonder today if they was on that type time, like, yo, like, let's just do like a, you know, the same way the 3Js kind of be like, let's just do a dance drum real quick. If the rap line was just like, yo, let's harken back to our old days and shit, put our bandanas on and shit, put a bulletproof vest on real quick, go in the stew, do 16 together and just chop it up and see what we get. I wonder what it would sound like today.
Or I'll see. This is what I'll do because people have come that and said in the comments, and then I was kind of seeing a little bit of stuff with RM talking about it. He's like, I'm not a monster anymore. Where
He ain't changed the name.
You know, he really takes that serious and everything like that. So it's definitely won't be the bulletproof vest energy no more.
Well,
I do want to see
not
the three
from
of them
him.
just go and
I still
hop
think
on the beat. I
Sugar
J-Hope
would get
still-
nasty.
I look at them as the three different archetypes of rappers. Rap Monster is like the lyrical miracle guy, like, you know what I'm saying, people say or whatever like that. But just the wordsmith fits a lot of stuff into the lyrics. The technician rapper, you know what I'm saying? J-Hope is the party guy or can make a banger, something like Chicken Noodle Soup, something like that. Sugar is the passion, the empath, the passion rapper. You feel every word he says, like a Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So that's three different archetypes you got right there. I think, like I said, I don't think they might do the bulletproof shit.
Well, I was just saying that in a sense to harken back to your days. I don't need that, and I don't need him to be Rap Monster neither.
Yeah.
I just wonder what would that track be like.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be different energy. I don't know if they're going to rap aggressively.
I don't even need you to rap aggressively. I just want to hear.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it depends on if they go in, ciphers usually they throw on a beat and everybody, just speaking in general about ciphers, everybody just kind of like talking your shit. I don't know, like I said.
If it was ever a time to talk shit.
No, I feel completely the opposite, though. I think it's completely the opposite.
Like, yo, what was Earl Dickie that was here?
What? Desi Talk came out, a year ago?
Yeah, that's
Desi, like, in August D2 is still a rough album. He still, like, has that aggression.
Yeah, the D2 shit,
Sugar's never going to change.
That's what I'm saying. That's who Sugar is, though.
I think his flow got a lot cleaner. And his style he might actually toss you some of that Juice WRLD type stuff where you singing in the hook or whatnot. He'll throw some of that in there. I think RM can get back to that spot. It depends. He seems like whatever the spur of the moment is. Like if he's pissed off at that point, then you're gonna get some pissed off shit. If he's chilling cool and there's an agenda that he needs to hit, he'll hit the agenda. He seems like he's lyrically inclined to be able to do whatever he needs to do to get his point across, whatever his point is at that time.
It's almost he's very
versatile. Yeah.
I was gonna say articulated, but really like it gives me Drake vibes almost, where it's just like someone may have said something to him in January, and he knows the album is coming out in July, and he'll just be like, okay. Everything is cool.
I'm a sub you.
Everything is cool. And then when the album drops, that's when he'll like kind of talk his shit. Everything seems to be very much like chess with him. And
calculated.
I think that's just his personality and who he is.
Definitely so.
But yeah.
From everything that I've heard, just from like I said, even the fans talking about it, or Army talking about it rather, he definitely strikes me as a cerebral person. I'm a thinker, not a fighter, kind of. I'm gonna fight you with these words, like verbally. I'm gonna get at you like this, and, make you question yourself or something. That type of shit, which is like you said, that's definitely type of shit that Drake does. He tries to play the cerebral games. So,
and from what they say, like everything's very like RM is kind of like the mastermind behind like a lot of like the formulas that they do, or just how certain universes are set up, or how albums are laid out. That he reads 100 different books and set things up and has a whole bunch of different storylines and things all going on in his head, and kind of just, he's really the leader of leaders of K-pop.
Shit, man. The responsibilities on him. He's the leader.
Kurt?
No, I mean, honestly, I thought they all snapped on this and they all brought something different, which I was really happy to see, just as far as like, because, if you're doing rap, like any kind of rapping, you definitely want to make yourself stand out, but you still want to feel like you're part of a whole. But the fact that this is like a cipher and everything like that, like I like that they each took different routes with their verses, but it still felt like that, like the energy of coming at your haters or anything like that. I thought RM with his flows and cadences was really great. I thought Suge's passion was really his passion and his energy with his hard hitting lyrics as well was really great. Hope surprised me on this because I'm not as well versed in Hope as far as his rap line. Like, so I thought his verse really stood out to me too. But they each brought something different. But I think they all had great wordplay too. Like Hope had a whole like sports scheme, like he was talking about, like basically, I think it was meant to be baseball, but I could be wrong. At least on that first listen. But it was like the foul. I'm trying to think, like the foul ball. Would you be able to get to that or no?
Which one you just referring to?
It was middle of Hope's verse. I just don't want to trip up the lyrics.
There's a whole right there.
Yeah, it was a whole
feet is building onto the
J-Hope plays a foul on top of the game that rides for hip hop. So like that wordplay of like the whole sports analogy thing was really cool. I like that Suge said he started off his verse with "We're bulletproof," but "We're bulletproof" was a big hit, but obviously the play on big hit, entertainment and everything, but bulletproof. So you had oxymoron with your double entendre too, which was really cool. What RM was saying about top 5 basically all being me and everything like that, like they came with a real great energy on this, and I don't know as far as like the factors around them with Big Hit or anything that was like led to them dropping this or anything, or like what the situation was that
I believe this is in response to
Yeah.
after the
This is Be Free.
be free situation.
That's what
Be locked up.
okay, so that's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to speak on it. But
Nah,
that
yeah.
it makes sense because I was thinking about that when we were looking at the Rise of Bangtan thing. But when those words were said to Suga, and like when I was hearing his verse, I was kind of thinking like it felt like it could have tied to it. But again, he's a big passion rapper and everything, so it could have been related to any other number of things. But no, they really set a great precedent here for what's to come later in the rap line.
Yeah, I really respect the whole route that they take with particular things as far as really letting music be an outlet for particular things, especially during times of social media and other things where instead of certain things being music, people would just turn things into something else. It's almost like if me and Lo was two different artists, and I know things are a little bit different because things in America are different than things in SK. But as opposed to us kind of doing something on wax and recording or something, it would be done like via Twitter or IG or subliminal shade or, just kind of things of that nature. I just really like how they just put that shit, all the energy goes right into.
And funny enough, that's what brings
track.
me back to, because, I'm a huge fan of like 90s rap and everything like that, even 80s rap to a degree. But I just like that idea of just, rappers just kind of getting their passions out, talking about it on, getting their feelings out on a track and like letting it be handled that way. Because if you imagine it, like let's just say hypothetically here, football or something, if two players have a problem, whether it's a receiver in a corner or anything like that, it's basically a when I see you on the field sort of thing. We'll let it be said. And I just think that's kind of how it should be handled.
Unless you got a sorry receiver like Crabtree who shouldn't be on.
Oh my gosh.
Who said that?
Oh my goodness.
No, but I agree.
That shit was
1,000%. That shit was so left field.
I hate to say it too, but I feel like you get the best like songs or the best verses, I should say, when someone's like in that angry kind of mode. I guess because it just I don't know what it is, but there's like
As
a
long as they
connection.
channel it right.
Yeah,
sometimes
the way
you
it's
could just kinda-
channeled,
you could
is
just
like-
sound mad and be like, "Oh, okay, I get
Well,
it."
I mean, and essentially that's
You
the
look at me
spirit of
funny.
hip hop.
Somebody be like,
Like,
Yeah, it is.
It was kind of birthed out of not being satisfied with the surroundings, not being satisfied with the situations in which we live, not being satisfied in the politicians, not being satisfied in the conditions.
But that's not just anger though. That's also insight and having they came out with controlled. First, it wasn't just like just kind of like word vomit and everything like that. I think that's a skill all rappers need.
I think calm anger is more scary to me than hyper
Yeah,
anger.
Right.
exactly.
Right,
So-
and just because they're not angry doesn't mean they're not upset about whatever they're talking about. So you can be angry and still be very, very calm and not have to like be spit venom or whatever on the track. Like you could clown the hell out of somebody and then laugh about it. Like that was one of the things about LL when he was dissing people. Jingling Baby was a diss track, but it was a party track. You know what I mean? So
Those are the best diss tracks. You
right.
hear it everywhere.
You guys stuff like
You
I'm
in the
gonna
club
knock
party
you
with your
out.
folks. That shit in there. Are you jiggling, baby? Go ahead.
It was that was it was and then you got tracks like The Ripper Strikes Back when the cannabis joint. It was kind of
The bridge is over.
yeah, the bridge is over. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be angry to kind of be angry, if that makes sense. But essentially, that's the essence of what hip hop was. Like, cats would battle not because they necessarily had a beef, but they just wanted to see who was better. And that's where we kind of lose it. I don't want to get off on a tangent because like a lot of the battles that we have now, it's more so, well, you haven't had a hit in 5 years, or you broke, or there's so many other things other than skill level that dictates who won the battle or won the conversation, as opposed to skill level, and
Skill
it should
level
never
don't
be
even
that way.
come up no more unless it's two of those kind of rappers. Maybe the Lupe Fiasco, Royce 5'9", but there's only like a certain select people that's gonna pay attention to that. I'm not even one of them, but I just heard about this shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only, and not because I don't like lyrical rap or anything. I'm just not a Royce fan or like that much of a Lupe fan or anything like that.
I think the last thing I'm gonna do to anybody is go and be like, "Yo, you're a Lupe Fiasco battling somebody," or just going.
But I feel like that's kind of hypocritical too, because when we we listen to battle rap and people can recite every line, but that stuff is lyrical miracle too, to a degree too. It's just
different.
And
Totally
no,
different
absolutely
thing.
no. And like I didn't. So what I'm saying, it is absolutely different. But it's like it's lyrical miracle to the point where it's like. So I can't remember his name off top.
You like Daylight or Lupe if they were battling?
I don't know Daylight.
Enough said.
No, but you can't tell me Daylight's not lyrical miracle.
To an extent,
I don't even think it's a thing with them being lyrical miracle. With what I'm saying is musicality, because that's what all of them motherfuckers fall short in.
you can be a lyricist and not be lyrical miracle.
Yeah,
So
That's
so
You
when
can
people
have
just
bars
say
and not be
lyrical
like
miracle, it's like it means you're not saying anything.
you kind of just like putting a lot of words together just to kind of.
Like it flows at your cadence, you hit your
Right,
syllable
right,
rhyme
right,
schemes,
right.
all that stuff, but there's no substance to the words themselves that are really
It
being
ain't no
said.
feeling in your music. It's just word, kind
think-
of like word vomit, like I said.
I definitely think lyrical miracle is more of a word vomit thing, but I also do think that a majority of the people who some consider lyrical are lyrical miracle kind of people. I wouldn't consider battle rap niggas lyrical miracle just because I can name like 20 to 30 who were just more gritty than lyrical miracle. And they're lyrical as fuck, but it's not. Their wordplay ain't that. It's not just spitting out words to be words. It's like double entendres and other things.
The style of battle rap
And battle
now
rap changed.
It done changed so differently now. They setting up a punchline like 10 lines ago, and it be like yo dun 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 dun, and then you dun 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 and niggas like
Oh, Nick, something else that you were saying too was you can go. I didn't want to change the subject too much or nothing.
No, but like that's if you get the punchline. Some people you got to listen to it like 3 or 4 times to get the punchline. And so the question I have is, you can't be aggressive in lyrical miracle.
yeah, that's what Royce the 5'9" is. He's
You
very
can be.
aggressive.
It's
That's
just,
what I'm saying. But he was like, well, they're more gritty, and it's like, so you could be gritty and still be lyrical miracle though.
but
I'm
some-
talking about. I think he's talking about like subject matter. And
No, I mean like
style of.
subject matter, but like from
I don't.
But I think it's
Royce
also
the 5'9"
preference.
as a street rapper.
I think it's preference
Yeah.
too,
A lot of
because
battle
like
rappers.
maybe,
if all
maybe
you
that's
spitting-
more of it. More
if all
street
you-
rapping than gritty.
But if all you spitting is gun bars, for some people that might not. Oh, he ain't saying shit. It's just a worthless gun bar.
It's for the
but
crowd,
like
though.
that's 90% of. Well, I won't say 90%. That's for some people. That's 90% of their whole battle rap scheme.
But sometimes, for the most part, that may be the main point of me, in particular, going to go see the battle rap. I'm not going here to hear y'all rap about butterflies and colorful shit. I want to hear y'all rap about
no doubt.
hurting each
Faggot
other
and
and
shit like
No,
that.
and I get
that's
that.
lyrical miracle.
I think
to me,
But
now,
but I'm trying to understand like what you believe lyrical miracle is. So lyrical miracle can't be
was like, yo,
aggressive.
when
and it
Einstein
can't
did the
be-
lyrics, and it's when sometimes you can hear 3 bars and already know where this is about to go. Almost, you know what I mean? You know what I mean or not?
I'm trying angles like isosceles.
So
I can't. Once it goes like that, I know where this is going, and it's just like.
Yeah, but for
kinda-
example, it sounds like you're referencing Triumph right there.
No.
I was gonna say because no one's coming out and inspect the deck in front of me. That's my guy.
I know that I bomb like Socrates.
Socrates'
Well, also,
philosophies and
too,
hypotheses
like,
to
that's-
define
well,
how
that's-
Japanese
that's
mockers
different,
lyrically
too.
perform
That's
armed
totally
robbery.
different.
That's a totally
Joel,
different
totally
time.
But I'm saying
Totally
like you
different
also
time.
are saying something
like
in
Black
that
Thought, would you
syllable
say
rhyme
he's
scheme
lyrical
too.
miracle?
Who?
Black Thought.
No, he's a neo soul rapper.
Nah, I wouldn't even go that far. I would say
His style of rapping is very rooted to the culture, but he's also the roots themselves are just a very distinct. They're a hip hop band, so it's totally different from everything. Him being a great lyricist is just whatever, but he's. I'm trying to figure out how to put it. The lyrical miracle rappers, like I said, if you want to say Lupe Fiasco,
Is Hobson a lyrical miracle?
yeah.
Does that mean you have substance that's only lyrical
know why
miracle, or
Hobson
does
is
that
lyrical?
mean
That's-
you know what I mean?
You know
And I fuck with him.
No, because he doesn't have like
But
he
you know why
has
Hobson is
some
lyrical
like
miracle?
the line, like
Because
the,
when he
the,
took
the
that- he
use
took
of
that
lyrical
hater
miracle
position.
is skewed
He took that
depending
hater
on.
Yeah.
position and
And I'm
made
trying
the
to get a
song
clear
trying
line
to come
and
at Southern rappers
can't get a
with-
clear line.
and trying to come
I
at
just
like
think
the
there's a
trap rappers.
misconception
That's never
between,
gonna work.
you know-
And that's what I hate when you start doing that shit, Joyner Lucas just dropped the post because I never really fucked with him, but he just dropped the post and was talking about
He's
like,
a lyricist too. I like him.
But he was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Something I gotta be real about. I came up hating on a certain kind of rapper and like shitting on kind of like
I gotta get that hate out your blood, man,
and everything like that. He's like, and it's my fault. I take that back. You know, through the years and seeing my journey, I look at shit totally different and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think he essentially became one of the niggas that he hated.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, he started collabing with everybody now. But anyway, just
better
to
for his career.
Just to, he got Ashanti too. But to put a bow on this, like just.
Punch in the air somewhere.
I think it's a negative connotation over here because most rap fans in America and everything like that, the consumer base is you got to match either the vibe, talk something people relate to. The average rap fan now, because there's more kids now than everything, and so listen to it, it's not going to be.
Quick question, and this goes directly with what you're saying. Is the American rap fan too stupid to enjoy lyrical music?
Not too stupid. I don't think they.
Actually,
one thing I will say though, you gotta admit, I think rap.
I think a lot of people want escape in music now.
Because you gotta actually pay attention.
I think rap
to what's
took on a
going
different meaning in the sense that it's mostly. I mean, most of the radio plays is like that kind of.
But some of this shit is mindless. You gotta admit.
To the radio anymore.
Some of this music out here is just mindless.
To the people who listen to. Who consume
man, I'll defend rap in America for right now too. Some of it's not neither though. Like some of it is mindless, but for all the mindless tracks, it's some pretty decent.
No doubt.
It's some pretty decent shit out too. It's just I told y'all hip hop is very much like, are you still
super
outside and what's going on?
This is the biggest thing. Look how big the you got. First of all, America's big as hell. So and then the major rap markets: the East Coast, South, Midwest. West Coast, literally everything in between, like maybe past Tennessee, above Texas, under Chicago, from the fucking Appalachians all the way out to like Oregon and Nevada and shit like that. There's literally no true rap markets out there. There's no market for rap.
Yeah, St. Louis died.
Everything is major. Well, that's Midwest, but like everything is East Coast, major cities and shit like in Midwest and down south.
I guess my thing is rap is like very digestible. It seems like nowadays, like it feels like fast food.
But it's still, I think that's main. And I'm not trying to cut y'all points.
No, you are.
Because this gets brought up a lot.
I'm trying to get to something.
This is something that's brought up a lot. Mainstream rap is one thing, but now we in the point of streaming apps. YouTube, SoundCloud, just anything, you can literally block out whatever you don't want to hear.
You literally can only listen to what you want to hear.
There's a niche of, you know what I'm saying? Everything's everywhere. So you can go and consume that. And if you want to listen to guys who only giving you bars and everything's with substance, that's there. I'm saying the consumer base of marketed rap and rap with money behind it is the average person wants an escape. Either an escape from their life, something they can like just kind of just listen to and get away from their problems and shit like that. Whether it's usually mindless turn up music where the beat is more emphasized and it's or 808 driven or something like that. Because
I get like that. That I get. And that ain't brand new.
No.
Noriega thing. That ain't brand new.
That's not brand new, but it's also kind of contradictory at the same time. So, and I understand why that is. Kind of because we only listen to the beat. So we use music as an escape, but we still listen to the same violent shit that we're probably dealing with in our everyday, the same like dumb shit. And but the beat is what we are focusing on, not necessarily the lyrics. We learn the lyrics because we keep listening to the song because of the beat. But that in itself is a contradictory like circle, and it's like
my thing is like I like when the same subject matter, like even if it is, you know, a lot of talk about like guns or drinking or, you know, watches and cars and all this stuff. I think there's artistic ways to articulate that I don't see as much of.
Right.
Like it seems like like everything will mostly be surface level. like yes, my gun does this, or yes, I'm driving this car. But like even with like
the sound it makes.
like for example, like when Big L was doing the freestyle with Jay-Z and everything, cops drop my Glock makes the pow saying I'm from a wild town, you know, my style clan, so bow down. It's like he's saying the same thing throughout the decades, but it's just put in an artistic way.
I feel like you just
basically
showing off, but go ahead.
Nah, but go check that out if you haven't.
Yes,
But,
that's one of the greatest freestyles.
yeah,
of
no,
all
but
time.
basically the point that I'm making is like my thing with rap, at least for what I'm saying, is the I think it's the most literary elements in rap. I've said this before, but basically double entendres, similes, metaphors, oxymorons, alliteration. Like there's the most like
Callbacks.
poetic elements in it. So when I'm seeing like what they're doing here, I'm seeing more influence in that with like
Right.
with the wordplay. And granted, I obviously don't know Korean and everything, so the way they're saying their stuff, there could be intersyllable rhyme schemes and all these other poetic elements just in what they're saying.
They said they
that
said it
isn't
is.
translate. So I'm just saying, like basically, like those elements of it is just like, I mean,
My
Yeah.
thing with the music, to double down on what you were saying as far as like the lyrics and everything, is that to be a dope artist, you honestly just got to find a medium. You have to find a medium to where you can have dope lyrics supported by a decent beat, a good hook, and also be marketable
Connect to
and connect
people.
to whatever audience that, you know what I mean, you're connecting to.
Find your little niche
If you're too lyrical, no one don't want to be in no club or anything over analyzing kind of like rap.
no, I agree, but that's my
That
point.
happens with singers too.
That was my point, though.
That
Rap
we
has
talked about
become
Yo, that happens with singers.
rap
as
has
well.
become like a spotlight that I felt like was just like, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like basically,
You see, that was the reason why I asked that, like, as a rap audience.
I felt
kinda
like-
dumbed down.
to rap to as
More
a
lazy,
genre
maybe.
be judged, or
Not
lyrics
bad.
as
That's
a
a better word.
genre to be judged, to say like, does it fit the club vibe, is just kind of in and of itself like a,
Some niggas
You know what I
may have
mean?
did tracks and didn't, and it accidentally turned into like a club thing with particular songs. Because, like
Yeah.
you said, really, my thing with music is just catching a vibe. And once you kind of catch that vibe, you kind of can go from there. And then
I know. I guess
it's
my
a
thing
million
is,
different kind of clubs, so that should have hit.
I guess my thing is theoretically, like if
everything
we
like a
step
club banger.
outside of rap for like a second, even if we're looking at like I don't know, just country, like the most popular country song that ends up like on the radio or something isn't going to be the best country song or the best elements of, you know what I mean? It's just kind of the most.
Sometimes they don't even consider the
The
country
ones that hits a
song.
lot of
Yeah.
people,
Depending on
To me, it just
the
depends
type
if
of artist.
something
Yeah.
if something is gimmicky, or I guess that depends on what you're talking about. Because if something is gimmicky, then it's just that ain't real to anything.
Well, I agree. There's
like,
a big umbrella as far as like the hip hop, the lyrical stuff, the MC stuff, the club turn up joints, you know, anything like. There's a lot in there that I feel like
I swear there's new
there's a lot of
subgenres every day.
subgenres I feel like within it that is kind of like.
I agree with
Shit, you got
Lodo.
rappers like Triple X Tentacion, Juice WRLD.
And I actually
emo
thought
rap.
Young Boy was very lyrical, and you know what I mean. Some of these young boys, because I know that's also a popular thing too for old heads, is just to be like, oh, some of these young boys can't rap. Da da da. Y'all don't even listen to the catalog, so who are you even to speak on what's hot or what's not if you're not listening to the
but
catalog,
that-
and if it's not for you?
Yeah,
Like,
but that also goes the other way too, where people don't listen to older stuff, and then they're saying I'm better than
Agreed.
Tupac and shit, and it's just like,
some of these young boys don't even know. The language say don't
But
know
a lot
Tupac.
of
You
that-
know,
No, that's
See,
true.
This is the one thing
because they
though,
never listen to anybody.
I ain't gonna say
Blame
on
your
the fence.
household.
I'm just neutral because I see fault on both ends
sides.
of this. The problem with that is when it comes to the younger
gatekeeping.
kids disrespecting older artists, like, you know, especially like an icon like Tupac. This younger generation loves to troll. So they love to just say shit
'Cause it gets
just
them
for
attention.
It's the attention thing.
That's what
And
I mean.
so-
also,
It's
half
just
of them be
like-
walking around on some check me too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come
even with
come
that,
test the water.
That's still a thing, just
Yeah.
cause too, because all of them not built like that. But you
Well,
know, we
like,
kind of got
some of them are though.
Some are, but a lot of
No,
them
but I mean, it's
Yeah.
far in between who are and aren't. It seems like the Chief Keef
It's-
situation, or a
it's
situation where somebody might.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas. This is bitches with guns, but I'm not even gonna get in. We didn't got so
Those
far
are the ones to
from
watch out for.
this. Yeah, because they're unpredictable. But
We got down the rabbit hole of rap.
yeah, what I was, like I said, it's so many different facets to rap in America. Like I said now, or music in America. Period. If we want to have that discussion, that you can literally.
We definitely did get on a tangent.
You can go where you want for the music you like and everything like that. Like I said, I'm heavy into K-pop now. Like so, and is
And now your algorithm is K-pop, probably.
What?
Like,
My
like
YouTube
things come up your
algorithm,
YouTube.
everything is literally switched up. But I have tons like Roddy Ricch.
My algorithm is so fucked up.
Or yesterday,
My YouTube algorithm is so fucked up, bro.
But it ain't nothing. It's only a couple songs that kind of hit off of it from me. Where I'll go back K-pop, or you know what I'm saying. Most of my music
Rap is
that's on my shit.
exhausting to me. So
if it don't hit me out the park, I'm really not into it. And I love the space that I'm in now, where I can literally, if I feel like listening to all piano songs for a day, I do shit like that.
and you know, I found that really out when because it's almost the end of the year rap. Like my Spotify was like K-pop. I got a work playlist which is literally all rock music from the 90s, 80s, 70s, and maybe early 2000s. My R&B playlist and my K-pop joint. Rap is like, I got more country songs that I listen to than rap songs.
I won't go that far. Rap is still
No, I mean, but it's not.
Yeah,
It's
I
not a
get what
lot.
you're
But
saying,
like, there are some in there. But it's just like, damn. I thought. I guess I don't listen to. I guess when I want to chill, this just ain't what I'm searching for. And everybody has those periods where like there's this one song where I gotta bang this shit. But like other than that, as a whole, for me, it's always something else because it's exhausting sometimes. And maybe because it hits to. You know what I mean? To what we deal with every day, and we want that escape. You know what I mean? So, but like it's never like heavy rap, and I can't even remember a time when it. Actually, I can 90s, like early 90s when it was like Redman, Wu-Tang, Big Pop, like that was that time. But other than that, it's been something different.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit, Dave Matthews, man, it was like something. It's been something different.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is going to be like kind of just to each its own. Like you said, Low hit it on the head earlier. Whatever algorithm you have of music is probably the music that you frequent with and that you listen to. If niggas think it ain't no lyricists out here, you probably not honestly looking far enough because they around. You just got to find.
They definitely are. Just
Yeah,
like
they
I was
around.
saying,
They don't.
there
I don't
ain't
feel
no
they
real
get the shine that
singers
they
around. They are real
deserve.
singers. They're just not marketable right now.
And that
You
may
gotta
be
go
a
to
thing,
places to
Kurt,
listen
and I
to
think
them.
that might be almost with anything. We was talking about singers. It's a lot of talented singers who, if you're not on a particular wave or doing anything, you just not going to get the recognition. And with lyricists, you honestly would probably need a hit song kind of for you to start getting the recognition that you would need. And there's a lot of lyricist niggas who ain't even trying to be on that type time.
Yeah.
They just
I
want
also
to
feel like there's a lot of gatekeepers too. So like the radio back then, the best songs got on the radio, and it wasn't just the same 15 that were played. Like you may go. I remember waiting all day to hear one song, and I might have missed it. So I know I can catch it on the Power 99 because it was a popular song. Now, I missed it. Shit, let me just wait 10 minutes and it'll come back around.
Shit, go find it, niggas.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right. Well, I mean,
not you, but I'm saying like the
radio
niggas.
no more.
But like,
I don't
if
even-
radio was my
last time I listened to
segue
radio.
to new music,
That's why I
you know
don't
what I
even-
mean.
I don't-
But it's like you said, like when we talk about new people, Nick, like you haven't heard this? No, because I don't listen to the radio, bro.
That's what
My
I just
listening
say.
circle
That
is so
Sia-
small.
That Sia song Chandelier, right? I told you I've never seen the video. I've heard the song. Some of her other songs I don't even know besides Wolves. That song came out 8 years ago. That's how long I've been on my. I listen to what I want.
You create your own musical
Exactly.
bubble.
And that's
Yeah.
it's going to be pros and
iPod
cons
done
of
fucked
everything.
it all up.
The cons of people having iPods or iPhones and streaming apps and everything now. We don't need the radio. We don't need anything curated for us.
I remember my
We
iPod
gonna
brick,
go where
man. I
we
had
want.
26,000 songs. If I didn't want to fucking hear it, guess what I wasn't going to do?
Exactly.
I wasn't going to listen to it.
Yeah.
I had
The thing-
everything I needed, bro.
The thing with new artists and shit, with me personally and shit, is I'll talk to either my folks or somebody and just be like, yo, who's the new niggas who doing da-da-da? Or if it's pop, I'll talk to K or somebody like, did you hear any new pop shit that came out? If it's K-pop, I'll either hit up like a YouTube joint, a website, or it's 1,000 playlists for whatever. If I want to, I can type in 2021 hottest lyricists in hip hop or rap,
Yeah.
and someone's gonna have a list of something, and you be like, damn, who's
Apple
this?
Music does that all the
All
time.
the
They got
time.
the
You
list.
can go on there
It's
now.
a bar. It's literally a playlist I have on my phone. It's called Bars. It be dudes on there you don't even know of. It's a playlist called Vibes. New artists, indie artists, you don't even know who they are. You're like, who the fuck is Cautious
Spotify does
Clay?
the same thing. The only problem, and I'm pretty sure this is a problem with a lot of people. I know, I've said this all the time. I'm a skeptic. I'm not listening to new shit if I feel like, you know what I mean, it's shaky. I don't want to be disappointed. So I don't even care if I like the artist. I don't care if I like your prior project. I don't want to listen to the new shit and be disappointed. So I'll take my time. I'll digest it song by song, bit by bit. But like again, if it's not like, yo, like Nick was like, yo, listen to this. I'm like, all right. And that's literally my response to everything. I guess.
I was like, I'm gonna talk to you in like a day or two.
Yeah, and like I listen to it, but like I'm such a skeptic. But like like you might listen to it and crawl right back into your bubble, and nothing changes. Nothing is added to your playlist, and like that's why I like kind of like this, because now we add stuff to the playlist. Our bubble is expanding a little bit, and we're being a little bit more open-minded to some music.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure all that we just said really was just to harken on basically how like we're not getting this in our particular bubble, and maybe it's because we're not looking for this in the American market, probably. Because it is maybe some things in the K world that I've listened to that maybe I wouldn't have listened to if they were American artists.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm not looking for rap ciphers right now, just in general, period.
Right.
It's not American thing. It's not a SK thing.
It's just not on your radar.
I'm not looking for rap ciphers right now. I'm just looking for music that's taking me somewhere. If it has rap on it, great. Because if I want some rap, whatever, what type of rap do I want right now? Do I want to hear some Future? I want to hear some Baby, Lil Baby, not Da Baby. If I want to hear some Gunna, Vibes, Party Next Door, all of that kind of shit like that. That's kind of where I'm at musically. The thing with K music that's hit me so hard, other than because I used to listen to Spanish music too. The thing with the K music is their industry is like ours. Is similar enough to ours, but different enough to make me attracted to them, and the way they promote artists, whether it be idols or solo artists or whatever like that, it's a whole different experience. It's something totally different. And then them being in another language.
Flair.
So now I'm learning another language to listen to music and communicate, and it becomes something else. That's just kind of the person I am. American music is, I'm always going to get something I need out of a year. I know that now with American music. I want a bop or whatever like that. I'm going to get one from somebody, one of the usuals. I want some super grimy street murder trap shit. I'm going to get that. 21 Savage will probably drop a song, or it's whatever, whoever the new street rapper is probably drop something. I want some melodies, that flows, whatever like that. Vibe, like I want something from the women. I want, anything like that. I know I'm going to get it here. So I'm not pressed for music also because, and this is my last point because this is going crazy. Hov told me before. Hov said it before. You want my old shit? Go buy my old album. That's literally what I do. I listen to so much old music on my phone. It's all over my playlist. Jodeci, 70s, IZ music, whatever the fuck, all over my playlist. And I think, it sucks. We don't have the creativity of the 90s, but it's not the fucking 90s. There's way more outlets now. It's not just MTV, BET. In the radio.
They're not even outlets anymore.
They're not. Yeah, they're fucking they're dinosaur outlets now.
I think some niggas just gotta niggas gotta hang that shit up, man, and just kind of kill some of these.
Enjoy the 90s for what it is, like
just love the 90s for what it was. Because trust me, during the 90s, it was some hating ass niggas from the 70s. It just was like this ain't the same
from the 80s,
or even the 80s. So it's always gonna be a generation.
The double down on that, like I get what you guys were saying. The point I was coming from wasn't saying like rap is better this than there or anything like that. It was just more so that when listening to like the SK artists and everything like that, it seems like I'm getting so much more just literary kind of elements, like whether they're playing on a concept or the, as he said, oxymorons, the double entendres, all that stuff. Like just that wordplay that was so prominent in rap, it just feels like it's not there as much anymore. But basically, what I was tying that back to what you were saying about this, like in most of the K-pop songs that we would listen to, someone would give 4 or 6 bars, and then it would be on to the next person. This, for being rap cipher, they all had their own 16s and everything that they were, so it just felt like they had a real chance to flex, like with their lyricism, their wordplay, their emotion, all that stuff. But that was just like what stood out most.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure we probably can rap for like another hour if we wanted to. But does anybody else have anything in particular about the video? Well, the track before we close it out?
RM had the best joint.
Really?
Yeah. RM had the best verse.
He had the best joint on this.
He kind of from the rip hit you in the mouth, almost too, just like pussy. This.
You know what's funny? He left it. He literally had a like dropped the mic
and then like Hope and Sugar, that shit wasn't ass, but RM, how he ended it. Who's the top 5? Rap Monster, Rhonda, Lita, Rapmon, your dad. It sounds better in Korean, but still.
No, I like it. I love his voice on this. Like his voice definitely catches you. I like Sugar's verse.
No, I like all their verses. There's something about RM's. I don't think his voice changed on here, but his cadences and everything just comes off. He's giving some type of energy. It was some shit going on at the crib. Like, that's the type of energy he was. He's like, yo, DJ, turn my headphones up, yo. I gotta listen some shit off right now.
He's like, B Rabbit, come to the stage.
Miracle lyrical.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a particular favorite verse in this, but I think they're a really good like 3-headed monster. I mean, no pun intended, but
Ghidorah. Yo, that'd be a hot name for a group.
Yeah, but like, comment, subscribe, share. Rap Cypher 2 will be coming probably in like a couple days for y'all. Yeah. Rap Cypher Part 2 will be probably coming in a couple of days for y'all, and probably 5 minutes for us. But y'all know the vibes. Borderhead, love y'all to death. Hashtag Redeemers too. Let us know who had the hottest verse, and let us know who your favorite rappers. Let us know. Put Kurt on some lyrical shit.
No, I'm checking for it. I know
some lyrical.
Chris Rivers.